Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 9.0, and today is day 34. So today we're continuing our training on KW Command designs, and we're going to dive into social designs today. Good news is it's going to seem real familiar after all the training on print designs. So let's dive in. We're going to come down to our paintbrush and palette icon, the designs applet. And as we've done before, we're going to go in and create design. And this time we're going to choose social and then next. Similar to how we edited our print design, social designs are built inside of the WeBrand editor. So the good news is a lot of this is going to seem and feel familiar to you with just a couple different nuances. The templates are going to look a little bit different. Again, this is a leadership account, my personal account, so you may not have some of the things that are listed here, including the K-score. But let's just go down to listings. Let's say you've got a new listing just listed and you want to post that on your socials. You can see here that you've got three different types of socials. You've got social wide, social square, and social stories. So depending on where you're going to be posting is essentially which one of these you want to be utilizing. Let me see if for sale it has our little tooltip. Typically if we hover over these, there's a tooltip for us, but wide is typically best if you're looking to do like Facebook, etc. Square is more for Instagram, and then stories obviously for your stories. So let's just use this first one here. So we're going to click on just listed. If you haven't been in designs for a while, you can see they have made some updates. Some new content has come out. So that's always exciting. A refresh is always good. But similarly, right, just like we did in designs, you can see, we're going to skip some of these tooltips just for the start, that we've got the same things on the left-hand side, right? So we've got images, two images here. We've got text boxes. You can see all of the text boxes. We've got some logos here. Now, the things that are different is that because this is social, we can actually do some different animations. So you can see all of the different animations. That would save this graphic instead of as a JPEG or PNG. It would save it as a GIF-based document, and then you can have that on your socials just to kind of draw a little bit more attention to what's happening. But as a refresher, we can come into images. We can go into workspace and find Keller Williams based real estate images, or if you've made some of your own uploads, you can come into my assets and find those uploads. Again, anytime you've got photos, sorry, the Wi-Fi here in the building is a little bit slower today. So let's just say we wanted to replace these. You would most likely go to KWLS. Let's just see if my KWLS has gotten solved. Let's search by listing agent this time and see if I can put my name in. And see if we've solved for that. We reported it to, oh, there we go. All right, perfect. So I'm going to choose a random listing. Here we go. And you can see when you choose the listing, all of the photos come in for that listing. So this isn't a photo of our listing, but these are. So I can click on this photo. Remember, the replace button is our circular arrows. Boom, there you go. Now we've replaced that. Just know that obviously because it's a rectangular photo placeholder, it's going to crop that a little bit, and this photo looks a little crooked. So maybe we say that's not the photo we want to go with. Let's go with this photo, or maybe this photo, and you can see you can kind of go through and pick and choose. Again, just like we did, let's just say we don't like the rectangular. We want to make this a little bit wider. We can click on those white bars. There you go. And we can even drag that over. I'm just clicking and dragging, resizing. Let's get the full photo in there. Right, so we've changed the placeholder. Now we can actually change the image if we wanted to and get back to that still somewhat crooked photo of the front of the house. But each of these, again, are your text boxes. Just to go back into animation, let's just say we wanted to animate this actual, let's see, zoom in. There we go. So it didn't do a whole lot because of this text, and that's what I've seen before, right? So depending on the actual type of text, the animations may be greater or less. So back in and down, there we go. So you can kind of play with the different animations that you want to have. That's a single element. You can actually also animate the entire page if you want to. So let's just say we wanted to do that. It would bring in each element in and of itself. As a reminder on logos, so I can come in, I've got all of my Market Center logos. I'm going to click on KWDBA name. No one actually works at KWDBA. I'm going to change that for Premier. I would go through here and update each one of the other items. Again, in KWS, one thing, you've got the photos that are auto-loaded, but sometimes if you forget, it's like, man, I can't remember the square foot, or was it 2.5 baths or 3.5 baths? You can click on listing details, and it'll actually show you all the listing details for the property as well. So pretty nice setup that if you do go into the KWS, pull up your listing or the listing that you're advertising, you can get all of those listing details and photos to make some very sharp and professional looking social graphics, similar to how we made our print graphics as well. So that's it for socials, guys. You do, again, have a ton of different assets that you can choose from. There are, categories and then subcategories. You can do square, wide, stories, lots of different options available for you. So I'm glad that this page loaded. This is the last training that we're going to do. We're going to dive into this tomorrow. I'm going to talk to you about some of the additional tools that we have inside of WeBrand, where we can do things like import and edit a PDF. We can actually remove an image background. We can even search for images that we want to utilize in a project, utilizing a variety of different sources. So we'll cover that tomorrow. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to speaking with you again real soon.